away at them. Now, in your spirit, just take a commanding sense of presence that you're going to overcome that. That's what I had to do. The biggest problem that I had from the 8th grade until I was a sophomore and a junior in high school is I just had to gain weight and gain strength. I was just a tall, skinny kid. But Goob Arnold, our football coach, went to the same church we did, and a precious man, a precious person, Goob and Lucy, I'll just never be able to repay the influence that they had on my life. But every day, I remember when we'd leave church, he had asked my mother what I was eating, and feed that boy. I was being encouraged to continue to eat. He made me believe in the fact that someday I could play football for Collinsville High School. I worked for my father in the Western Auto Store, and before long I could see, well, I'll go across the street and have a chocolate malt every afternoon and put an egg in it. I started lifting weights. I started doing a few things at a time, just constantly pecking away. And a whole lot of you are out there and self-conscious about being thin. You're not gonna gain that weight overnight. You're gonna peck away. You're gonna hit at the nail. I kept lifting weights. I kept jogging. I kept working out. And finally, by the time I was a sophomore in high school, I was big enough to play and enjoyed a career and had the opportunity to play and be active in 4 sports. So I think the key for me was that dream, was doing things, putting things into action, getting help from other people, and just pecking away and finally achieving the goal and the dream. Now, that's the kind of mentality we've got to overcome some of those kinds of obstacles. Now, the next item, and again, you might have to peck away at those things for years, but let's look at the next step. Whose help do you need to achieve your potential and get where you want to be in 5 years? You know, all of us have got to have help to achieve things. There's nothing that you can do that's really totally by yourself. All of us are interacting in the world with others around you. I gave you an example in one of our previous sessions about a bank teller. 5 children, a husband, busy life, very busy in her church. You know, she needed the help of her husband. He needed to share that dream that I want my certificate from Oral Roberts University. She had to work with her children. They had to take on part of the dream. She needed some help from people, and she went to those people, and she got the help to get over the hump. And you do too. No matter who you are or what circumstance you're in or what goal you have, you've got to have someone's help. What I'd like for you to do is be thinking about who those people are and list them. It can be a coach, a teacher, a pastor, a family member. There's any number of people that are important to you and you need their help. What my strategic plan for your life outline is encouraging you to do is to identify those people. Don't try to go it alone. I know too many people I know personally that think there's some sense of dishonor if you go to somebody else for help. Well, I hope we can overcome that today. If you've got some kind of a feeling in your spirit that it's no fun unless you do it all alone, well, friend, you didn't get born all by yourself, so you needed some help just getting into the world. There is absolutely nothing wrong with sharing your dream, your vision, your plan with someone else and let them help you. I think it's a great joy to share success with other people. If you achieve something, and I shared with you about the goal that my wife has to graduate after 21 years of marriage with a degree from Oral Roberts University in telecommunications. That is a shared goal, a shared dream. We are all helping her. If you really look very closely at my travel schedule, I try as much as possible to be home on those days when she has her evening classes so that I can be there to help run and manage the family. When she graduates, we're all going to celebrate together. She'll acknowledge to you that she couldn't have done it by herself, but she acknowledges that joyously. Friend, if you've got something bothering you about somebody helping you, just pray that aside. Matter of fact, I think it's more fun to go get someone that can help you. Now, let's summarize what we've tried to do. We have tried to develop a foundation for a plan for your life. We've tried to understand ourselves even that much better. Then we've come in and we've tried to say, what are my specific objectives and targets? I want to measurably know what it is I'm shooting for. We've talked about little things like cutting pictures out and putting them on the refrigerator. As funny as that sounds, why not have right in front of you, right in front of the refrigerator, your mirror, somewhere where it's conspicuous, some of the things that you want to achieve? We've talked about overcoming obstacles. How do I identify the things that are holding me back and attacking it? We've put all these things together in the format. And this format's available to you. Most of you now have got a copy of that format on helping develop a strategic plan for your life. Now, what we're going to do in our next 2 segments is we're going to talk about how to control the plan. I'm going to share something with you that I've learned over time on how to take one sheet of paper and literally let that sheet of paper be the control mechanism that keeps you on target. Now, the other thing that we want to do is we want to come back, and you'll be excited about this one. I'm going to share some personal experiences, but let's work on a reward system. How can I reward myself, my family, others around me? If I achieve this plan, I like to keep some incentives out in front of me. We're going to do that in a future session also. We want to be able to finally put that last final step in. Here's where I wanted to go. Here's my dream. Here's my vision. We've worked our way all through, and now we're going to develop a series of how do I reward myself each step of the way. How do I reward myself if I'm accomplishing these particular points? Want to feel good about yourself? You want to just get up in the morning and have all kinds of energy, just feel like that every step you take's a blessed step? I'll tell you how you do it. You get a plan for your life. You get untracked. You get off of your behind and you say, I'm going to amount to something. There's some exciting things for me out there in my life. And you know, the Lord needs another soldier who's out there willing to do things and willing to succeed. Why do I need to succeed? We need successful Christians all across America. We need them in every kind of organization, city government, driving buses, managing cities, managing companies. Every walk of life, we need successful people. Now, how do we keep our plan under control? How do you overcome what I call the New Year's Eve syndrome? Something that's just come out of our society. It seems like New Year's Eve, we confess all kinds of New Year's Eve resolutions. And you know, I saw a study that said that people keep their New Year's Eve resolutions on the average of about 46 days. Now think about it. If we've gone to all this trouble to develop a 5-year strategic plan for our life, we've prayed to the Lord, we've gotten a sense of direction, we know where we want to be, and we're only going to stay on target for 46 days, then you've wasted your time and I've wasted mine. That's why today is so critically important. Just like that spaceship that's launched towards a target, if it only stays on target, let's say 46 miles, and then wanders off somewhere, then the spaceship isn't going to get where it's going either. We've got to have a way, a mechanism to control our progress as we go on towards achieving this target. Now, those of you with our worksheet, what I want you to do is turn to the page that talks about controlling the project, that says list one objective and then use